Welcome back. Today I'm unboxing Premium Masterline Cammy by Prime One. I've wanted this one for a while, but I didn't want to place a holding deposit because the more holding deposits you place, the worse it gets when it's time to pay for all of them, and it hits nastily. So I tend to only have maybe a couple of deposits on, and then the rest of it I try to pay in full, and if I can't pay for it I don't get it. I've got to be quite strict, as collecting can leave you in specific situations if you're not careful. So this statue comes in around 62 centimeters tall, which is around 24.5 inches. Depth is around 49, I believe, which is around just under 20 inches, and same as the width. So pretty all-round statue. Easy statue to display. One thing I would say is that backdrop, I got the premium version, so it comes with two heads and the backdrop. I always have to go for premium. It can be, it needs to sit at the back. Good thing as well is that you can just have Cammy displayed by itself without the backdrop, so you can save a bit of space there as well. I was really lucky with this one. I got it for around 843 including delivery, and that's British pounds, so I'm not sure what that is in American USD, but for over here that's a pretty good deal for Cammy, because at the moment she's coming in around aftermarket anyway. She's coming in about 1,006 or 1,007 if I'm not mistaken, so that's less than half the price I've paid for it, which is good. The only caveat to it was apparently it was an opened version, which clearly doesn't mean too much with a statue, because obviously, you know, they're all open at some point, aren't they? So I was lucky enough to get that from Orgz, I believe it was, the website. I'll be shopping there a bit more. So really good artwork on the box. I keep the boxes separate just in case I ever want to sell them, as obviously it devalues the statue if you don't keep the boxes. So the biggest issue with collecting statues for me anyway is where I'm going to store the boxes, because they have to go back neatly in their foam packaging. So I've had Prime One before with Fist of North Star, and the detail is really good. This one I saw in China when I went to the statue convention, and it looked amazing, so I knew I had to have it. Prime One are also really good at instructions as well. They do come with a bit of leaflets here and there, which I put to the side, but the assembly instructions are really good with Prime One. I've never really had any breakages or issues. Granted, I've only ever had two Prime One statues, which is Fist of North Star and now Cammy. I definitely want to get more. I've got another one on pre-order. Whether I pay for the rest of it, I'm not sure. We'll see at the time. And that one is Fist of North Star again, but Ken and Raoul fighting. Sorry, that is completely wrong one, not Fist of North Star, sorry. It is Guts and Casca. So this one comes with two heads and a bust stand, which is really good. I'm a big fan of the bust stand. I tend to display my bust stands right next to the statue. I don't have a separate section. One thing I don't really like is when there's additional pieces and nowhere to put them. I live in a modest house, it's not massive, and trying to find places to put them, you have to be quite creative. So having bust stands and places where you can actually display it next to the statue is really good. So Prime One doesn't come with certificates of authenticity, but it's Prime One, so it's all good. You don't really need it for every statue, but I do like those little certificates. Just adds to the overall statue. So as you can see, everything looks really well packed. I'm just opening the foam, making sure I can pull it all up without anything damaging. This one's a licensed statue. Obviously, Prime 1 only do licensed statues, and I'm tending to lean towards licensed statues a lot more now, just because I've had a few issues with unlicensed statues here and there. Don't get me wrong, the quality is similar, but it's all about the way it assembles together. I believe licensed statues have it down to a T. So this is part of the bonus piece as well. You get a little Street Fighter kind of like display piece next to it as well, which is quite nice. They've got quite a few of these Masterline Street Fighter statues. There's one of Chun-Li, I think there's two of Chun-Li, there's another one of Cammy as well now, and that's come out, so I'm not sure whether I'm going to get that or not, we'll see. So this is one of the bus stands. I completely forgot, you also get two display options if you go for the bonus version. The original version was with her back towards us and her head turned, which is quite a nice pose, but I've got quite a lot of statues in that pose, so I kind of wanted the one I've just shown you of her facing forwards, and that's my favourite one. So this is the bus stand, and as you can see, it's got 500 pieces made in total. I've got 100, I believe. Yeah, nice round number. So I'm not sure if I'm going to collect the rest of the line. I don't think I will. I've got Chun-Li in from other brands, and I've got a Cammy in her traditional outfit, so I'll have to see if I want to get that one as well. I don't really like getting more than 3 of the same character, so I've got 2 Cammys already, so maybe there's space for one more. So this is one of the heads. Really good detail. The camera doesn't really do it much justice, but in real life, when you see it in person, they've put a lot of work in it. It almost looks silicone. If it wasn't for the hair, you would think it was silicone. It's pretty well done. They've put freckles on there as well. Maybe I should get like a high definition camera to show the quality better, but really good detail. Base is really blocky, but makes it hard to put anything next to the actual statue. So if you're looking for a statue that you kind of want to pair up with other brands, I don't think this is one of them, but it's a good standalone statue. The leggings look pretty good. They've put some detail where they need to, and again, they've done the skin tone really nicely. Boots got a lot of texture. Laces look nice. And they haven't really cut any corners there. In terms of 1 to 10, I'll probably rate this one a likeness of around 9 to 10. When I picture Cammy, I picture her, with this much detail. It helps that she's British. I'm British as well, so I've always been a big fan of Cammy growing up. I never really played with her in the games. I always used to play with Ryu, Ken, not even Ken. My friend used to play with Ken. I used to play with Ryu, and we used to go back and forth a lot, which was quite nice. But I used to play Street Fighter 5, and I used to play online a lot, and a lot of people used to use Cammy. She's really good to use. I like the new look. I like the character design of the new look as well. The jean jacket's nice. The texture is really good. The sports bra type top is nice as well. They've got the twist of the torso really well with the skin fold. They haven't overdone it. And as you can see, they've got a bit of freckles on that skin also. The tone of the statue is nice as well. They haven't gone too over the top, but at the same time she's got a bit of a tan, a yellowy. They've got more of a yellowy skin, which is quite nice. Attention to detail, so they've added on a little newspaper fold there, just blown across the street. I like the British flag on the back. she's always been proud of being British, which is quite nice. This is a new one for me. I haven't really played the newer Street Fighters. I'm not sure where this cat comes from. It's also on one of the previous statues I've got of her as well. It must be it must be her new intro maybe. But as you can see, that's the original position she's meant to be in. If you go for the regular version will see you at around 850, I believe. That's why I got the bonus. I really lucked out there. So I paid pretty much the same price as the regular, but I got the bonus version for that, which is quite nice. As you know, Cammy's always been, this is one of her most iconic poses. And this is the second head that goes with this specific pose. The detail is really, really good. If you look at the face, you can see the freckles, the eyes look really good. I believe it looks like it's glass almost. The hair's got quite a bit of detail to it. Really good statue. I'm really impressed with the statue, especially with the price I paid. I'll rate this a 10 out of 10 for what I put in. Resale value, like I said, is going just under £2,000. So in the future, maybe I might get rid of it at some point. So it's nice to know that you're going to make your money back. Also, I like how easy Prime 1 statues are to put together. No messing around. Don't get me wrong, I've got a few bits here and there, but like I said in my previous videos, I've never been a massive fan of too many jigsaw pieces, like Lego style. So I'm just swapping over the torsos now, because the one I really wanted was the bonus version, which I'm going to put on as I speak. Nice and easy. So this is the pose I preferred with the statue. I think it's a really strong pose. Silhouette looks really good as well. And that's the second head. Scar looks really good. They've really gone all out with the detail. But that's the unboxing. I really enjoyed it. I rate this as pretty much a 10 out of 10, and I look forward to getting more Prime 1 statues. So now I'm just going to leave you with the view, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care.